accidentally stopped it. Oh, while he's running in there, I'm gonna hop out here and smoke a cigarette. Text my lady. It is hot as hell outside.
Man, it's ridiculous.
Like, I mean, like I live in Holland. It was warm in Holland, but damn.
Now, hey, I want to ask you, how far is Holland from here? That's because I have to go do something in Holland Monday, and
from where you are in Kentwood,
yeah,
it's probably 28 miles. Well, I guess it depends on where you got to go in Holland.
I can't even remember. It's some medicine. It's weird. I got a job here. They want me to go. I got to take my physical in Holland.
Would it happen to be off of Waverly where they need you to go?
Yes.
Okay, that's the Med 1 Center. So that's going to be probably about 28, 29 miles from where I picked you up at.
I'm not good with miles. Like, how's that like time, you think? Like, what?
It's about a 30-minute drive.
30 minutes? Okay.
But because you are as close as you are to the airport, when all the drivers are sitting over on the airport, I mean, I don't know what time you got to go there by. But I would definitely leave like at least a 45-minute window for you to get down there, because I think M6 is closing tomorrow morning.
Really?
Yeah, they're like doing construction on the eastbound side, and then they're gonna switch it to westbound after they do that. So I don't know what their detour is gonna be. Like for me, I'm just gonna come down 44th when I come out to the airport.
Right.
But yes, I would say give it about a 45-minute window if you got to be there. But yeah, that med center is actually really easy to find. And
can you take Ubers to like different places like that?
Yeah. And
I never knew that.
And there's Uber available in Holland now too, so you can get
You
Uber.
can get back, right?
Yep.
Wow, I didn't fucking know that.
Yeah. Yeah, they just launched Uber out in Muskegon, Grand Haven, Holland, all the way down to the state
I thought
line.
this shit would have been out there.
You know, I thought it was too when I first started driving, and I was like, well, I didn't get no pickups, and I had to come all the way out by like Jennison to get pickups.
Right, yeah.
And then
you live in Holland, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And so I was like, damn. I was like, all right. I was like, well, I can't take trips in Holland yet. And then all of a sudden, like 3 weeks ago, they're like, oh, we're expanding into the lakeshore. And I was like, all right.
Thanks.
Well, and it's off to a slow start, obviously. I mean, Uber's been out here for 3 years now, so
right.
It's just normal for people to take Uber out here. And out there, when they tried to get it before, they couldn't get it. So they're like, oh, it's not out here. And now it is. But like last weekend, I drove a lot of trips from like Holland to Saugatuck to Holland.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is, like in Holland, there's not a lot of bars. There's like 3 bars, and in Saugatuck, there's a whole stretch of bars and food.
Yeah.
You know, and so
I used to work for maybe like a year ago. Delivery, like we deliver furniture. It's called Cleanman's Furniture.
Okay, all right.
And we had like a lot of our like one of their they have like an office here, but then they have one in Holland.
Yeah.
So they got a lot of business there. But I love that area for some reason. Like
it's a nice. Like I've lived in Holland since 2007. I mean, I moved away for a little bit, but I somehow wound up back in Holland. And I don't know. It's like it's a small enough city to where you know everything's close where you need it.
Yeah.
But it's going to, like there's enough stuff to keep you busy if you want to stay busy.
Cause I don't know what the street is called, but we used to always come past like it was like a big ass like Dutch looking thing.
Oh,
like
Dutch Village. Yeah, that's James Street.
Yeah. Like a lot of we used to pass that because I remember they had like some real heavy construction over there for a long time.
Yeah, they opened up that part of 31. They made it 3 lanes, and that's and it took them about a year to do that construction. And I was like, man, that's a lot of construction.
Yeah, and it was horrible. Like, yeah, I love Harlem.
But yeah, it's not a bad area. Like my girlfriend that keeps texting me, she used to live off of Plainfield and 4 Mile, and one day she was getting ready to go to work, and dude stole her card from a gas pump, man.
Really?
Yeah. She was running late, and she had her keys in the car, you know, and she went to go pay for gas in Speedway right there at 96, and dude just walked up and drove away with it.
Man, that's so whack, like how somebody can steal your car and you're fucking late for work.
Right.
You're trying to get to work.
Right. So she ended up going back to her place and had her mom bring her to work. And later on in the day, the dude was trying to get gas in the car. It had like one of those locking things on the gas cap. He couldn't figure it out. And so he went to the same gas station that he stole it from. And she got the car back like 11 hours later. I was like,
man.
I know, right?
I love thieves like that. Like, if you're stupid, you deserve to get caught. You're dumb.
Well, I guess he had some pretty intense charges that were pending because when they picked her, or when the cops got there, like when she had saw the car, she had jumped on the hood and told him to get out of the car. Well, he put it in gear and started driving down Plainfield. He went about, 600 feet or so into like AutoZone's parking lot. Well, the cops they were like, well, he's got other charges that are trumping this.
Right, yeah.
And that was attempted vehicular manslaughter at that point because she's hanging on to the hood.
Wow, oh, shit.
So he had some serious shit going on.
It's crazy how just at that instance you can have so much shit. Like, that's why I refuse to get in trouble.
Man, she's a little twig too. Like, and I told her, I was like, that's one of the dumbest things I think I've ever heard of anybody doing. I was like, that could have ended so badly for you.
Yeah, she was like, shit, fuck that.
She's like, I wanted my car back, and I was like, baby, it's a car.
Yeah.
I was like, and it was a 2001 Lincoln LS. It was beat to shit. Like the body was beat up. Like I slid off the road in the winter with it, fucked up the front fender. She backed into shit with it, and I was like, oh man. Like the most that car ever would have sold for was like, I don't know, $500 maybe.
Damn, man. She could have really got hurt.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I was like, it could have ended so badly. I was like, and she said that there was 2 dudes that were sitting in the car. I was like, what if, they would have kept me on the hood, drove off somewhere, and then, did whatever.
Yeah, did whatever, right.
I was like, it could have been.
She got guts, though. She got some guts.
She's very anti, like, physical with people, but I guess when it comes to a car, she's okay with,
Yeah, she was like, fuck that.
Yeah, she's like, and the worst part was, like, mainly it was like, it was her purse was in there, and it had her brand new phone, and all that shit, and it was a S7 Edge, like, she had just gotten it, like, a week earlier, and she had, like, this $500 purse.
Was all her stuff in there?
Yeah, all her shit was in there. And they sold everything of hers. They like put all their stuff in there. And I was like, damn. And
like they really were just gonna make it off into the sunset with this car.
I guess they thought they were. That thing was rocking at 228,000 miles at that point. It had a lot of miles on it, and it had a very like if I were to steal a car, I would not steal that car.
Right, yeah.
Like every 30 minutes the ECM would beep at you and let you know that your airbags weren't working. Like it'd do like 20 beeps for like 5 minutes, like beep, beep, and you can hear it over everything. And I was like, oh my god, like this car was not even worth the hassle for them to steal it.
Yeah, people, man, that's incredible, man. I'm glad she got it back though.
I'm glad she did too, and I remember because we were like arguing like the night before, and I told her, I was like, no, just stay out in Grand Rapids, like because she was gonna come down to Holland. I was like, no, stay out in Grand Rapids, and all of a sudden, like I go to send her a text, like normally we talk during her lunch break and stuff, and I was gonna apologize for being a dick, and I'm like sending her text messages and get no response. It's like, okay, so she's not even gonna respond, saying that she acknowledges.
So you think something else?
Right.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, okay, so what's going on? And I was getting ready to come out to work, and my mom was all like, well, just swing by her house. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll do that. I was like, I'll apologize. Everything will be all right. I get out here and I try calling her, and it played back the message like my number was blocked. He was like, this phone number's not accepting your call right now. I was like, what? So I was like, all right, I'm gonna call her dad and see what's going on. I call her dad, and he goes, "Oh yeah, Jen's car got stolen." And I was like, "Why are you so calm about this?" And he goes, "Well, it was a piece of shit car." And I was like, "Right." I was like, "But where's she at?" And he goes, "Well, I don't know. Auto something." I was like, where at? Auto what? And he goes, "I think at Plainfield." And I was like, "Okay." And dude, there was state cops everywhere. There was sheriffs everywhere. They had a K9 unit over by the Lazy T Motel and shit. I was like,
this guy was a jerk.
Yeah.
They were looking.
well, they were waiting for the judge to sign off on a warrant for the Lazy T Motel. Because, no offense against the guy that runs that Lazy T right there on Plainfield, but he's a douchebag.
Right.
Like, he knows that some pretty scandalous shit goes on in there, and he ain't about, giving up. Because, he's taking a percentage of that.
What's so funny? A friend of mine's dad robbed a McDonald's and got caught at a standoff there.
Oh, damn.
This was like maybe earlier this year. That's funny. Cause I'm like, what this hell is, like, I always hear weird stuff about that place.
Like, and the thing is, like, I mean, really, if I was to rob a McDonald's, I'd be like, dude, you need to give me, like, all your McDoubles.
Right, yeah.
I'm like, that's what I need right now.
And he like worked there, and he robbed it for like $2,000.
Damn.
But he has a criminal past, so I think he got like life. Like, I mean, he robbed him with like a knife or something.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well, like, there was a paper knife.
There's a Fifth Third that's gonna be on the right hand side.
On this side over here?
No, it's gonna be.
All right.
Yeah, he can drop me off there.
All right. But yeah, like, there was a few months ago, there's a J&H that was over in Walker by Myers off of Wilson, and like, I knew the third shift guys there because I used to stay over that way.
Yeah.
And so I'd always go in there every night, and I was hanging out. And there's one of the third shift guys, like, he was sitting there, and I had just bought smokes and some energy drinks, and I was heading out. And like 15 minutes after I left, dude walked in with a gun, walked behind the counter, put it to his head, and said, "Give me all the money." Well, there was like $200 in the drawer, and that was it, because he had just counted that shit down.
Right.
And it's like got that time lock safe. So the dude like lifts up the entire register and walks out. And he lived like a mile away in like the trailer park.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was like, damn. I was like,
People would do some crazy shit.
yeah,
Like,
people, they do some pretty stupid shit. Like, I mean, I know I've done some
yeah, bro.
shady shit when I was younger,
me too,
but
it's like, wow.
but pushing 30 now, I'm like, you know what, I
that's-
can't even afford
Right,
it.
bro. It's like I was fortunate enough. I mean, I don't talk down on nobody who has, bro. But I'm 27. I've never got a felony. So it's like me getting a felony today. The judge is gonna be like, "You're an idiot, dude."
Exactly.
What? Like,
Well, like, when I think of all this, like, when I read about the stupid shit on Facebook that people do, I'm like, really? I was like, come on.
why? Yeah, like, and you know what's so funny? Everybody loves, like, I got a cousin, like, yeah, bro, it's my first offense. I'm like, dude, the judge gonna look at you like an idiot, dude.
Exactly.
Like, you're 30, you just got a felony, dude. I'm about to fry you.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is they know better. At
Exactly.
30 years old, you know better.
Nah.
And I always, like, the other, what was it, two weeks ago, or 2 Fridays, yeah, 2 weeks ago now, I gave a 175-mile round trip to 4 college kids that were selling drugs. They went up to Big Rapids, then down to Muskegon Heights and back into Walker. And I told them, I was like, look, guys, we get pulled over. I was like, I got 4 kids at home. I was like, if I get pulled over, I'm going to beat your asses in front of that police officer. I was like, what do you think is going to happen? I was like, they're going to send me on my way. I was like, and then you guys, whatever you're selling is going to be it. Now, do you want me to wait for you?
No, I'm all good, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, not a problem, man. Now, is your name really Smooth?
It's Devin, yeah.
Okay, all right. I was like, damn. I was like, I gotta ask this. I gotta know.
Yeah, this is my nickname, but I appreciate you.
All right, man. Hey,
Yeah,
have a good weekend.